Good morning, students. Today I have explained subject Computer Studies, Standard 11th, Lesson number 10, Working with Tables, Part 1. Introduction. As discussed in the previous chapter, we all have to take many decisions daily, and for that we need one or the other type of information. To get the correct information at right time, we have to prepare database and perform various operations like inserting data, editing the previously entered data, delete unnecessary and wrong data, or arrange the data as per requirement. In previous chapter we have already discussed how to create a database and various tables in base. Now let us learn how to various operations on the tables created by us. So first topic, inserting data in the table. To insert a record into the table, we must open the table first. To open the table, double click on the icon that has the required table name in tables pane of database window. Alternately, right click on the desired table and select the open option from the submenu visible. So that is a inserting a data in a table. So initially data entry screen. We can see that the screen display the field name in horizontal line. The line consisting of field name is known as a title line. We can see that it can show only some limited fields that can fit on the screen. To see the remaining fields, we have to use the scroll bar given at the bottom of the screen. Below the title line, there is a row consisting of empty box. The job of filling all the empty box with appropriate data is known as a data entry. In front of the first field, there is a small box that contains a pointing arrow sign. This box is known as a record selector box, and the sign in it is a reference referred as a record selection icon. Some of the record selection icons and their functions are the black pointing arrow icon is known as a record pointer that indicates a current record, that means a current row of the table at any given moment of time. This means that if we start typing, change in the field value will appear in a current record. Next is the green icon with flash is the end of the table mark. It is displayed in the next to the last record in the table. To add new record in datasheet view, scroll to the last row, then click. By doing so, our cursor will be positioned in the field and the icon will be changed to the black pointing arrow. So that is a black pointing arrow. Next is a pencil icon. The pencil icon is an edit icon. When we click on any of the field to edit the data, the black pointing arrow icon will be replaced with this pencil like icon. This icon will be displayed when we have made changes to record that have not yet been saved. If we move the cursor to another record, then correction will be saved. And if we press escape key, then the correction will be cancelled and the original contents will be restored. So that is a pointing arrow icon, green icon with flash, black pointing arrow, and pencil icon. So that is a data sheet view after inserting records. So last row is a record. The first column is a current record of, second column is a total records. Next button is a first record, second button is a previous record, third button is a next record, fourth button is a last record, and fifth button is a new record. So that is a data sheet view. Next is a editing records in the table. So the data once entered may have to be edited for one of the following two reasons. First, the data entered during data entry is incorrect. And second, after correct data entry, there is a chance in the value of the data. In this case, we have to edit our record. For example, assume that we have entered the correct address of a particular supplier. After some time, the supplier shifted his company locations. In this case, though the address of the supplier was entered correctly, we will have to edit it due to the change in locations. The process of correcting the data entered previously is known as a editing. So that is a editing. To do edit operation, we have to open the table and simply place the cursor on the field value that we want to edit and make the desired corrections. So that is a editing records in the table. Next is a deleting record from the table. To keep our database precise and meaningful, it is very much necessary to delete unnecessary or incorrect record from the table. Doing this will provide a clear picture and at the same time it will free some disk space. To delete any record from the table, open the table and select the unwanted record. And after selecting the record, we can delete it using following two ways. First is by pressing del, that means delete key from the keyboard, or selecting delete option from edit menu. And second way, by right clicking the selected record and choosing delete record option from the sub menu. When you delete the record, base will display dialog box with a warning message as shown in figure 10.3. So that is a warning message. Do you want to delete the select data? Yes. So the select record will be deleted from the table permanently. But if we click on no button, then we record will not be read from the table, and it will be redisplay in the view. So that is the deleting a record from the table. Next is sorting data in the table. So that is the important of a sorting data. We create and maintain the database because our final aim is to find the information as and when needed. Gradually the records in table will increase and to get the information easily and speedily. It is desirable that the data in the table is arranged in some particular order. A product table may contain thousands of records related to different products. Assume that we want to find the details of a particular product along with its price. Now, in this case, if the product table is arranged in order of field P code, so that is a product code, it becomes very easy for us to find it. But suppose we do not know the product code, then definitely we can't find the record of that product easily and speedily. But if we have arranged a product table in order of PC code and selling price field, then it will be easy to get the desired records. So let us how to sort the table. So table can be stored in one of the two ways as mentioned below. Number one, select on the field that we want to sort and then click on either sort ascending button or a sort descending button from the toolbar as per your needs. And second, alternately click on sort button and a dialog box as on figure 10.4 will be displayed. Select appropriate field value under the field name and drop down box and choose a required order of sorting under the order drop down box. In your case, the product table will be sorted uh, based on the product category in ascending order. First, and then the data will be again be sorted in ascending order of the selling price field. For example, all laptops would precede all mobiles. Within laptops and mobiles, the record would be arranged according to their selling price, with product with lesser price listed first. So that is a sorting data in the table. Next is a controlling data redundancy. So that is important of a database management system, data redundancy. So I will discuss this topic. By now you might have become quite familiar with the base. So let us continue our discussions of designing database for our sample applications. We have already designed four tables. First is supplier, second is the product, third is the employee, and fourth is the customer. Now let us have a relook at the table design from the point of view of data redundancy. Data redundancy is a term used for unnecessary duplication or repetitions of a data. So that is a data redundancy. So we have seen that the customer table have a field called city. Modern electronics store would have many customers that belong to the same city. Thus, if 100 customers belong to city called Ahmedabad, then for each of these customers, the string Ahmedabad would be repeated. So data redundancy thus leads to wastage of storage space and is inefficient for several reasons. For example, a chance in redundant data requires change at multiple places in the database. So that is a data redundancy. That is a most important factor. So create a database and then table. First is a country table, second is a state table, third is a city table. There is a three tables. Country table field name is a country ID, data type is a integer. Second field is a country name and data type is a text, brackets variable character ignore case, and country ID is a primary key. Next table is a state table. So state ID integer, state name text variable character ignore case, country ID text variable ignore case. So that is a state table and state ID is a primary key. So relationship between field name and data type is the same. So first table country and the primary key is a country ID and second table is a state table and the third field is a country ID. So that is a printing mistake for the textbook. So that is a changing in the data type country ID is a integer. So that is a relationships between two tables. So first required is a primary key, uh, the field name is the same and data type is the same. Next table is a city table. Pin code text fixed character, city text variable character ignore case, area text variable character ignore case, and state ID is a integer. So state table state ID primary key, and there is a city table pin code is a primary key. So the state table state ID that is a primary key and the data type is a integer, and same city table the field is name is a state ID and data type is a integer. So drag the uh, state table field state ID and drop the city field city table state ID field. So that is a drag and drop, that is a relationships, and I have discussed next session what is a relationship and how to make a relationships. Next foreign key can be defined as field or combinations of fields. Those values are borrowed from another tables. When it is a combinations of more than one field, it is known as a composite foreign key. When a master table has composite primary key, tables related with it will hold composite a foreign key. And the notes very important. Foreign key field cannot contain a value that does not exist in the its related primary key field. So that is a sample database and table name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 tables. Country table, state table, city table, supply table, customer table, employee table, product category table and product table. And that is a primary key. Country table, country ID. State table, state ID. City table, city ID. Supply table, S code. Customer, C code. Employer, E code. Product category, category code. Product, P code. And then foreign key. First country table, there is no foreign key. State table, country ID, and the referencing is a country table. So drag and drop the field. Next is a city table. Foreign key is a state ID. Referencing table is a state table. Supplier pin code. Referencing table is a city table. Customer pin code. Referencing table is a city table. Employer e code. And foreign key is a pin code. Referencing table is a city table. And product category, there is no foreign key. Product category code, referencing product category table, and S code referencing supplier table. So that is a primary and foreign key to each table discussed in the sample database. And that is a very important composite primary key. So composite primary key, to create composite primary key in the order details table. So select row containing order ID field and press control key and select P code row. Both the row will be simultaneously selected, say figure 10.7, and then right click in selected area. A pop-up menu with options primary key will be displayed. So click on primary key options and key symbol will be displayed in the left of the two selected rows. So that is a composite primary key. Today's session is over, and this chapter's remaining topics is a next session. I will discuss the next session. Thank you.